What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the lounge, y'all. We're going to jump right into it. If you are wondering how credit card interest grows, the short answer is that it compounds daily based on your average daily balance and your annual percentage rate, or APR. But most people know their APR but don't understand how daily compounding actually works. And that is where interest quietly grows faster than expected. Welcome to the lounge. Anybody that's new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, clicking the video. I appreciate y'all being here. To my subscribers that's already been here, my new subscribers, my old heads that's been here, thank you so much for being on the journey. We're going to get started right here. Today we are breaking down what? We breaking down exactly how daily APR is calculated, step by step, in plain language. You ain't got to be smart. You ain't got to be a genius with all this, because we're going to break this all down together. But if you know some of this already, congratulations. And if you got some knowledge, go ahead and put it in the comment box. But as we break this down, you can understand what is happening to your balance every single day. Let's start with the math. A lot of us want to be in the math and see how these numbers actually work. Cool, let's get it. Take your APR, for example. We're going to use 24%. That was what mine was when I had that whole credit card thing going on. So let's use that as a higher number. I'm sure some of y'all got a lower number. Congratulations. But we're going to start with the 24%. I think the average is like 22 if I'm not mistaken. But y'all do your own research on that. Anyway, credit card companies divide that annual rate by 365 days to calculate your daily periodic rate. That comes out to roughly 0.065% per day. Some of y'all gonna say, dude, that's a tiny little number. How is that affecting me? My minimum payment's way higher. Yeah, y'all right. That is a tiny number. It looked like it, right? It looked harmless. It looked like, oh, that ain't nothing, right? But it applies to your balance every single day. And we're gonna jump into that whole little number and see what happens with that little number. Remember, that little number was 0.065. That little tiny number, right? Hold on. If your balance is $5,000, that 0.065% daily rate is multiplied by your balance, resulting in about $3.25 in interest per day. Man, $3.25 may not seem like much, but over 30 days, that adds up to nearly what? Who did the math already? $100 in interest if you carry the balance. This is why we don't carry a balance if you don't have to, right? Why? It compounds, meaning each day's interest is added to the balance, and future interest is calculated on that higher total. Over months and years, this is why your balance can feel like it never goes down. We don't like that. We do not like carrying balances around here. We definitely don't like that. Comment if y'all don't like that. Interest is calculated based on your average daily balance, right? Everybody got a different balance, so don't worry about, oh, my balance is 100, my balance is 1,000. It don't matter. We just need you to understand interest is calculated based on your average daily balance. That just follow up with me. This simply means new purchases throughout the month increases the balance that interest accrues on. Even if you plan to pay off most of your balance later, interest begins accumulating immediately. That's why we don't like the wait. That's why. It just answered that right there. We don't like the wait, right? That is why timing matters more than most people realize. And that's why I'm trying to get y'all the game right now. It's part of that game plan I was talking about. Having an understanding, setting a game plan, and getting focused so we know what we're dealing with. This debt is like war. We got to get in and get out. We got to be stealth-like with this whole thing, right? So now let's connect this to minimum payments. We made that video the other day. Hopefully y'all check that out. liked it, made some comments on it. But anyway, if your minimum is $125 and $100 of that $125 is interest. So we're going to say that again. If your minimum is $125 and $100 of that is interest, only $25 is reducing your what? Principal. The principal. You got $25 that is reducing your principal. Now, we talking tiny numbers before, right? Well, this is a small number if we got thousands of dollars in debt, right? That's crazy. This is why balances shrink so slowly if you only pay minimums. A lot of us keep paying a minimum payment. We be feeling good, like, oh, it's the minimum payment. Or some of us don't feel good, and we be like, man, that minimum payment, bruh. And why carrying a balance without strategy can quietly cost thousands over time. We see that. That's why a lot of us is trapped in debt right now, because, we didn't understand this math. We didn't understand what it meant to have a principal being a target focus for us as we pay things down. When you pay that principal down, that simply means you are hitting the balance immediately. But when you pay that minimum payment, you are paying what? More to the interest. We don't like that. That's not what we like around here. Understanding this changes how you approach your card. Remember that mission. We got to be on the game plan. This is where we need to be at. Instead of asking, what's my minimum payment? Start asking, how quickly can I eliminate my balance? Even small extra payments dramatically reduces interest. Accelerate payoff and stop the compounded snowball from growing against you. I do not like resistance. I'm just going to say that. I need things to move smoothly for me, because I do not want to do a lot of extra work. I do not want to do a lot of heavy lifting unless I'm actually working out in a doggone gym. I do not want to do that with no debt, with no credit, or money leaving my way. I don't want that. So what? I don't want it. None of us want that. Well, if you don't want that, let me know. But in any case, in our next lounge episode, hopefully y'all attend that. Check that out amongst all my other Welcome to the Lounge episodes. I hope y'all checking that out. But that next video, the plan is to break down the difference between statement balance, current balance, and minimum payment. Because understanding these three numbers is where most people lose control and pay for more than they need to. But that's okay. Don't feel like you done did something wrong. Don't feel like you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Don't feel like you figured it all out, because there's something that all of us is going to learn right here in this next video. That's why we got the lounge episode, the lounge series, right? Because none of us are experts. All of us are here to learn. That's what we doing. None of us are experts, but all of us are here to learn. And how do we learn? We learn from each other. We learn from testimony. We learn from trial and error. And most importantly, we learn by studying our game plan. Just like football, just like the sports, all of them, they gotta focus on that game plan before they go on the field. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. My new people, please hit that subscribe button. I know some of y'all might be new to YouTube, or sometimes they show my videos and different feeds and stuff. If you clicked it and you've been here thus far, why don't y'all go ahead and click the subscribe button, join the fam. We'd love to have you here. Hopefully you can get a lot of knowledge that you can share with us and pass around to other people. But be sure to subscribe. My older subscribers that's already been here rocking with me since day one. What up, what up, what up? Thank you so much for y'all support, and thank y'all for being a backbone to some of this stuff I be producing, because ultimately I'm only here to help my people here. I want to help everybody that's looking to help themselves. I want to work with everybody to get to their financial freedom, whether that be building wealth long term, getting into the markets, understanding credit card debt, and understanding how to actually use credit. I'm going to be working with y'all to learn how to use credit. I'm telling you, we just got to get about this debt stuff first, but we going to take that journey to use credit. And y'all probably ain't never heard of some of the stuff I'm going to tell y'all about. So y'all better stay tuned. I'm excited. Y'all hear me. I'm over here excited. I'm ready. But nah, for real though, make sure y'all actually subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I know I said it multiple times, but I do believe in repetition. I do believe in reminding people because some people just don't know. So sometimes they don't know, like, when you produce content, you produce this information, that it helps to have some interaction going on in the video. So go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and like, go ahead and comment. Please comment, because I love to hear what people got to say. I hear a lot of people ask me questions on other platforms I'm on, and I ask them, we chop it up and everything. But I also care about my YouTube family too. So please be sure, if y'all got questions, y'all got topics y'all want covered, hit me up. Let's talk. Like I said before, if there's a specific part of credit cards that confuses you, or you want more information on stuff like interest, utilization, things like 0% offers or statement timing, let me know. What we doing right here in the lounge, we are building understanding one concept at a time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Welcome to the lounge, family. Blessings, God bless, and peace.